Hi, welcome to NBTV. Coming to you this week from Disney World, Walt Disney World in Orlando in Florida. I'm here on the boardwalk, which is one of the many different parts of Walt Disney World. And it's an incredible place, and every time I come, and I've been many times now over the years, I never cease to be amazed at just what has been achieved here in what is a relatively short space of time. Just 40 years since Walt Disney World in Orlando was opened in 1971, and as well as 4 theme parks now, 2 water parks. They've got a huge number, 24 different hotels and resorts, and a place like the boardwalk, which is kind of reminiscent of the early 20th century kind of North Atlantic, sort of like the stuff that's on that Atlantic boardwalk on Sky right now. That whole environment's kind of being created here. And I went to a little attraction at Hollywood Studios earlier on today, and it's called One Man's Dream, and it's the story of Walt Disney World and how it all came to be, and it tells the whole story of Walt Disney's life through his very austere and quite deprived childhood in Missouri, right through his time in World War I, and then the way during the 1920s when him and his brother Roy developed their cartoon business, first in Kansas and then later on in Hollywood. And of course it all came together properly for them with Mickey Mouse, Oswald Rabbit, and of course Snow White, the big cartoon. But you know, Walt Disney has many quotes that he's kind of famous for, but the one that struck a chord with me earlier on today that I wanted to share with you in this episode today was his kind of recipe for kind of commercial success. He wasn't a very commercial guy. Now, people don't realise that it was his brother Roy who was the kind of business brains behind the whole Walt Disney enterprise. Walt Disney himself was the creative genius who made so much fabulous stuff happen and in many ways changed kind of popular culture for everybody. But one of the quotes that is attributed to Disney is that to achieve commercial success, if you can build something such that the people that come and experience it not only want to come back themselves, but tell others and bring them with them when they come back. And just think of that for a moment and try and relate that into your own businesses. And it's something that I've given quite a bit of thought to over the last couple of years in my own business here. You know, what can I do that will make what I do such that people not only want to come back and kind of experience or buy it again. And hey, Sue and I have been back. This is our 16th year in a row that we've been to Disney World in Orlando. 16 years coming back, and we have indeed told lots of people about it. And you know, even now I'm filming this episode in early November of 2011, and the place is rammed. It's really busy. There are tens of thousands of people here, and so there are every single day of the year, because you see, people keep coming back and they tell others about it. And it would be wrong and glib, and it would be superficial thinking to somehow box that off and say, well, that's kind of theme parks, it doesn't apply to my business. It applies to all our businesses. And I would suggest that a little kind of thought for one of your 90-minute sessions this week, just to sneak in there somewhere, will be just to sit quietly with a blank piece of paper and a pencil, just for 5 or 10 minutes, and just give some thought as to what you could do in your business that would make it sufficiently memorable that people not only want to come back and buy from you again, but they want to tell others about the experience. That's my bite-sized bit for this week's NBTV. We're in Orlando, Florida. Back with you next week. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.